Hi, Taurus. Welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I hope you're doing well out there. We're beginning with a pre-pulled overall energy for us, the Seven of Pentacles. I feel as if you may be a little bit irritable in the next 48. You might be feeling affected by things. There's a sense of honesty within your world stemming from a spirit or two, or maybe your team of guides in general, maybe even as well is stemming from you, and it may be flowing towards you from one, if not multiple other people in your world. I'm hearing this is of importance, but it's this feeling of you being tired and that may be leaving you at a state of less desire to deal with this and that. Okay, even if you know you need to, even if you do end up doing so. I didn't love that wording, but the Seven of Pentacles being your overall energy, because I feel as if you are watering what's needed to be watered. Okay, you're putting in the effort, you're doing what you have to do. There's a mature and very overly serious and diligent, experienced energy and way about you. I can't help but feel as if you are thinking about the future and how you wish to see things differently, all right? Whether it's within a continuing situation or two, or it could definitely apply to the complete new, right? As I'm seeing the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups, we're going to push you to, and this has come up in a past reading or two for you, to envision the best, all right? Envision a happily ever after. We know that you're a manifester. We know that you co-create with spirit even when you don't give credit to that or think that's actually happening. You're spiritually connected, right? And they're saying also being very intuitive. And I did see the High Priestess before when I split the deck and I didn't take it. Probably should have, but they're saying trust your intuition. What do you think is going to work best for you? There's something about that being of significance and importance for you, because this may help you tweak an old vision, may help you remember that better lies ahead, in that you are in the driver's seat all the meanwhile. I'm getting that you're not very smiley. I mean, it doesn't mean the next 48 doesn't include a moment of laughter to a moment of smiling, obviously, you know, from time to time, or just, you know, within one chunk of which is what I'm getting. But it does feel like you just can't help but feel a little bit exhausted once again. And they're saying there's no need to force it. Someone else may be forcing a smile outside of you is what I'm getting. Even if you're not interacting with them in the moment, you may just be observing them or pushed to look at them by spirit. And there's something about you being reminded that you not forcing it in multiple ways or just in general in your life at this point along your path is the better route. Ooh, look at this. This was turned around in the deck as I just split it and put it on the top of the cards. The Four of Cups talking about how, I mean, if you look at this imagery, kind of matching what we've been talking about, but who and what is not suiting you at this point, including, okay, items, what you're putting into your system, who and what you're associating yourself with otherwise. It definitely seems to come to mind and be, you're getting this spiritual push to be aware, okay, or maybe to be more in a remembrance kind of state of being. Anyways, the Queen of Pentacles is well on the board because there is no shortage of a peaceful vibe about you, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are some empaths drawn to the reading where you can't help but feel a little bit flustered in a moment because someone else is. Whether, okay, somebody you're energetically connected to them at a distance, and then that's going to be pushed into the forefront of your awareness because you're just going to end up in that moment probably thinking, even with your intuition, that it's your energy, okay, fully. But I do feel as if somebody's per se working with somebody who is a little bit anxious or getting flustered or aggravated or confused. There's a state of you being aware once again for the most part in certain ways, but then having question marks, maybe a bit of confusion. But it's this ease about how you go about figuring out the solution, overcoming maybe an obstacle or two, or just figuring out the answer or the answers that you don't have in that moment, even if you do it after the fact. But there's going to be, I want to say, a couple moments or several for some where it's not something you can put off, right? For example, if I forget how to randomly dress one of the meals, you know, because we have to do a lot of that before we bring the food to the tables at my serving job. I typically will refer to the menu because it's very descriptive and even a lot of pictures in there. And so it's kind of like that where you're remembering or just coming up with an easy solution quite quickly and at times in a delayed manner in order to proceed forward correctly and not feel as confused. But the Ten of Pentacles coming out, so we have 10-10 on the board. Whenever you see 10-10, my friend, think abundance. All right, and that comes in a multitude of forms. Just because things aren't perfect doesn't mean there isn't abundance currently, right? In again, a multitude of forms. But they're saying if you could even see the extent, the amount of abundance in your future, you would not be questioning things. Okay, you wouldn't be worried about things for a lot drawn to the reading. You wouldn't be second guessing all the meanwhile. But I am, I'm not surprised to see the Temperance card. It's as if your patience is being tested at certain points. I'm getting that specifically when it comes to energy, when it comes to the way, I want to say somebody, if not multiple people, are living or working. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody drawn to the reading works from home. So those two options do intertwine. But I want to say you are getting ready to, being prepared by several spirits to spread your wings and fly towards a hell of a lot more. It just feels like life has been limiting you, right? But also giving you what you want at certain points to an extent. And so that needs to be remembered. But also the focusing upon what has been limiting you, whether it was in your control partially, fully or not, other aspects of your life that have been holding you back or making you feel limited once again. It's about focusing upon them, remembering them, noticing them maybe for the first time, but not overdoing it in that process and taking it too far. And to that point, you end up furthering that preparation process for your bright future. And again, a hell of a lot more. There's a shakiness about the energy in a situation, okay? And it could be two situations as well for some drawn to the reading. It's because somebody, if not multiple people, are on edge, are anxious. I really feel the need to remind this collective that if somebody's anxious, it doesn't mean they have to be running around, right? It doesn't mean they have to be physically even showing evidence of that, right? Some people go into, I'm hearing a lockdown sort of, I don't want to and or can't kind of physically produce or move right now. You know what I mean? A very stiff kind of way of being. And somebody can be peaceful in the midst of being anxious, period. Okay. And so this may help you figure out or remember who is giving off and that kind of energy, affecting the energy in that situation to a bit, if not a full shaky kind of uneasy way of being. All right. Let's keep pulling. What else do we have for Taurus? The Four of Pentacles, I feel as if you're going to be able to save an immense amount of money moving forward because of a change, because of things picking back up at work for some, or maybe with your business, or both. There's something as well about you being a bit more close to yourself, to your higher self maybe, even to your spirit guides, and all the meanwhile holding your cards close to your chest and being selective in regards to what you're sharing. If you have been an overshare recently or in general, guilty. I typically tell people way too much at work and whatnot, but I do feel as if this may be stemming from the energy you're feeling, experiencing, maybe picking up on all the meanwhile, but I don't feel as if you're very vocal for the most part in regards to what you have been going through, are going through, what you're considering, what you're crossing your fingers in regards to as far as something coming to be moving forward. They're saying if you recently checked out an option for a place of residence specifically, stop worrying, okay? If it's meant to be, it'll be. The King of Pentacles and the Magician card, and I mean pairing this nicely or intertwining it with the Ten of Pentacles, it feels like you're manifesting a very bright and colorful and successfully rich future for yourself. And just like the word abundance, as I typically remind the collectives on this channel, involves and can come, in a multitude of forms, as does the word wealth and being rich. Okay, you can be rich in experience, you can be rich in colorfulness in your life, right? Enjoyment, of course, a rich of finances, a rich of, you can be rich in when it comes to physical items, materialistic things. And so remembering that you are going to be seeing different levels of this wealth, richness, and abundance flowing into your world, coming to fruition for you, because it feels like it's a little bit hard at certain points due to certain factors, outside of you specifically, to remember this, okay? Or to even come to a new state of awareness in regards to that. But where you feel a sense of lack, communication will come in from spirit in their own individual way or ways to help you feel more comfortable in regards to that. You're also going to find that a tower moment for the future is definitely coming to mind and taking a focus. And I wouldn't be surprised if levels of patience need to come to be and be maintained, even grown for you, increased when it comes to what's at hand, that's going to need to come to an end. And even patience in regards to what you're manifesting to replace it with, for a lot drawn to the reading. But the wheel is turning in your favor, and I feel it's definitely connected to your intelligent way of being. I really feel as if the next 48 is connecting to, and maybe even connecting back to more, the fact that you have what it takes to go the distance. You have what it takes to make the best out of what's at hand, improve things, adjust, adapt, and even avoid, and then move forward strategically to the point where things work out better than you could ever have expected. And I really feel like you're blowing it out of the water in one, if not multiple ways, in the next 48 and surrounding it. And I do feel as if there's something about you impressing people, knocking people's socks off is what I just heard. Impressing people to the point of more success, okay? More of this wheel turning in your favor and more opportunity coming in for you all the meanwhile. Wouldn't be surprised if that's helping you gain more finances. Anyways, but the way you're speaking at times is being affected by spirits, by other people's energy, the way someone's living and or working once again. But it does feel like either way, spirit's saying that all is energy, okay? Energy is a huge part of the next 48 for you. But they're saying even when the wheel is turning in your favor, even when you're watering this and that of importance, going back to the overall energy, you do need to be quite patient, and you do need to take a deep breath and be flexible, okay? Being flexible is totally key for you. But you're going to be pushed to remember this and that of importance when you're in your hermit mode. It's up to you to bring yourself back to the present moment when you feel that has taken its course, right? You learned, remembered what you needed to, and whatnot. So yeah, just take yourself back to the present moment, or maybe even again, focus on your bright future in a more productive way. Wow, my finger just got stuck. I feel as if someone's going to learn something about themselves due to you. And this is going to be truly significant, whether it's through a business, at work, it could be a friend. I'm hearing a coworker for somebody specifically. But they're asking you to remember what helps you glow, okay? Whether it's bringing it on back or increasing it. Because I feel as if there's certain factors of your life naturally that strip away that glow. And you, of course, deserve to be glowing, shining, giving off the best version of your Taurus energy in a very grounded and peaceful manner, of course. They're saying, of course, the next 48 is naturally highlighting the desire and even more so the need for you to protect your peace in your beautiful energy by being strategic in regards to, who and what to associate yourself with, when to get things done, when to step away from something, if need be, if you can. And when to, if I didn't say it already, do something. Okay, it feels like an accomplishment of some sort. But let's wrap up this reading by saying the next 48 is going to feel very constructive. Okay, it's going to feel as if there is a need for change now and more so moving forward. If you haven't already, do watch the recent daily read that I'm posting right before this. That is what I have for you. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. I will definitely see you next time.